I'm Elise, and this is Oscar. Together with our children, Addie and Gus, we have sold up to travel and find our patch of paradise. Come follow our adventures as we make our way around Australia. At a Hipcamp with Dave. He's our host, but we thought we'd do an interview because it's a pretty cool site. Want to tell us a bit about the property?
Sure. So this is the original Melbourne to Adelaide train line. So we own 12 acres of former railway line. So it's a long, thin property, and at the end of each property is an old railway tunnel. The one where people camp is the longer tunnel, and they're known as the Sleep Sea Tunnel, built in 1880.
Yeah, cool. And it was used for a couple of different things.
Yeah, so it was built in 1880 and then decommissioned in 1920. It was used during the war to store artworks and government documents. So they had an odds and evens inventory type system where they had odds at the other tunnel and evens at this tunnel.
Yep.
And then after the war, it became a mushroom farm. So just slowly matured that business. It started off with hessian sacks on the ground, and it just evolved to the stage where they concreted the floors and they were producing about 2,000 boxes a week of mushrooms.
Yeah. And then you guys took it over in what year?
Year 2000.
2000, and you started doing hip camps only recently though on the property.
Yeah, I had some friends stay here for about, off and on for about 12 months and just enjoyed their company. And
right.
They loved the spot and it seemed to work quite well for everyone. So, I thought I'll see who else wants to come up here.
So how'd you find out about hip camp?
I think I heard it on the radio.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah,
cool.
So I thought, I'll give this a go. It's been great.
Yeah, cool. How many people do you generally have here on your sites?
So I only have 3 sites.
Yeah.
So just like to keep it quite, secluded
nice.
type of thing.
Yeah.
People want their space, and it's enough space, but yet people can still mingle. So
they're huge sites, but you're close enough to see your neighbours and kind of say g'day if you want to.
Yeah, but you're not living in each other's pockets. So.
Yeah. And you've got one powered site here.
Yep, one powered site, which is at the entrance of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So that's on a concrete slab as well.
Yep. Yeah, cool. That was awesome because like when we got here, you kind of showed us around and we got to have a tour of the tunnel, which was really cool.
Yeah, everyone who comes here gets a tunnel tour.
Yeah.
It's a mandatory thing.
Yeah.
I just think it's a nice introduction.
Yeah.
It gives me time to meet the guests and just have a chat, and then they get an appreciation of the spot and sort of what was achieved back in 1880.
Yeah.
So
it's
a good. I think it's a good icebreaker type thing.
Well, we got here and straight away I was like, "What was this? What's this?" And you were like, "Just wait, I'll give you a tour. We'll be right. I'll give you a tour."
Yeah.
It's just bushland, like all around here, which is super cool. Even though we're so close to the city, and wine regions, the beach, anything you could kind of really want.
Site 1's got views of Glenelg. You're surrounded by bushland and
I saw kangaroos.
Reserve. Yeah. Heaps of walking trails. There's koalas, kangaroos.
Yeah. Where are the walking trails?
Both sides.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you just leave our boundary and there's walking trails everywhere.
And so the tunnel that is near the campsite is just for storage mainly, and then you have your tunnel which is wine storage, which is kind of a cool story too.
Yeah, so we, the old mushroom farm was moving out, and someone told me that the right of the lease was up for sale, so we took a bit of a gamble and converted one tunnel to a wine storage facility because it sits at 17 degrees every day. So that's about 600 metres away, I suppose. And we live right near that one. So, yeah.
And so to camp here, you have to be fully contained and you have to be in an RV or caravan kind of setup.
Yeah, definitely have to have the shower and the toilet.
Yeah.
I've been here 20 years. I love the spot, and I'm really enjoying sharing it with others. And
cool.
I think a lot of people, blown away of what is here, and so close to town.
Yeah. I mean, the guys that stayed on the site next to us, they said, "Can you take it off Hipcamp? Because we don't want anybody else to have access to it." But it is a beautiful, beautiful spot you have up here. It's very cool. Like 12 acres.
Yeah, and the hard standing areas, or the concrete slabs, on each slab is generous.
Heaps.
And just a nice touch, I think.
Heaps of room. Like we parked our caravan had the car and the kids were still running around in circles with their scooters.
Yeah.
And then what's that site 2 behind us?
Yeah.
That's massive.
That's a massive
That's the
site.
biggest site.
Yeah.
And then the tunnel site's just kind of a bit quirky and cool because you get to be up near the tunnel.
And it's quite sheltered there.
Yeah, okay, from the wind or
Yeah.
sun?
From the wind.
From the wind, yeah.
Yeah. It's sort of cutting, a little bit of a cutting in there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But, you know, the water drains away, the driveway's good, you know, it's easy access to get your van in.
Yeah.
You know, like there's plenty of room to turn around, reverse, and,
Yeah.
you know, you're not spinning wheels and stuff like
Well,
that.
for context, like we've got a 9-metre van, so it's a 19.6 with an extended drawbar. That makes us 9 metres, and it was easy for us to get up that driveway and get in and turn, and the access is a breeze. There's no, you know, some hip camps or, you know, bush camps have overhanging trees and you kind of have to negotiate. There was none of that. It was super easy.
Yeah.
Roll up, massive area to turn around, park. So yeah.
And I'll meet you at the gate. I'll make suggestions on where's best, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's up to the kids.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Thanks
Beautiful.
for having a chat.